Am I wrong for ruining my younger daughter's engagement announcement? My husband and I have two daughters, one who's 32 and another who just turned 25. Our older daughter was married for 6 months to her partner of 7 years. They divorced 2 years ago, and since then, my daughter has been dating other guys, but not as serious. My older daughter always expresses how she wants to be happily married to the right person and to be a mom. She came out of a very toxic situation with her ex since he had cheated on her with multiple women and even let his mom verbally abuse my daughter. Ooh, I already feel the favoritism coming out of this one. Ooh, you are... She has expressed how she feels she deserves better, and I want the best for her as well, and it saddens me to know she does not live the life she wants to. My younger daughter has been with her current boyfriend, now fiancé, for 5 years. 1 week ago, he proposed to her, and she came home to show us the ring and announce it. My husband and I told her congratulations, and I said, well, now let's hope your sister finally finds her happiness too. My younger daughter didn't reply at this, but gave me a side eye. We were then calling relatives to announce the engagement. All of them were happy for my younger girl, but for all of us, it was bittersweet how my older daughter still hasn't found the happiness she wishes for. My younger got pissed about how every one of us turned her engagement into a pity party for my older girl, and she told me she can't even have this one special occasion to herself and how she can't even be engaged and announce it without everyone making it about her sister. My husband and I told her not to act jealous and how she would... How it's not jealous. She has a fiance. The other sister doesn't. Everyone's obviously jealous of her. She's just expressing her hurt. Oh my God, this is going to piss me off. My husband and I told her not to act jealous and how she should be more understanding and empathetic on why we are also mentioning her older sister. She says we are the assholes for finding excuses on why we turned this into something about her sister and how she believes we'll find a way to make her wedding about her poor older sister as well. I thought her reaction was uncalled for and that she lacks empathy for the traumatic divorce her sister went through, but part of me and my husband also believed that we should probably not make it so obvious, and we believe we might have acted a little like an asshole.
My husband lied about the reasoning for his tattoo, and he was having an affair.
Oh, perfect.
A year and a half ago, my husband got a tattoo. I don't have a problem with tattoos or anything like that, but he had never gotten one before or even talked about getting one. He said he started thinking about it because one of his sisters married a man who had several tattoos. It made him realize he wanted one. He ended up getting a lily tattooed on the left side of his chest. I didn't really like it, but I didn't comment because he is free to do what he wants with his body. A little over a year after he got the lily done, he went back and had some ivy added around it. I used to go to certain work events and parties with him because it was normal to go. He started telling me I couldn't because of the pandemic, which made sense a few years ago, but things began opening back up and events were more normal. He finally relented and brought me to one. I met one of his colleagues. She works in the same department as him and they have the same title, so they work together a lot. Her name is Lily. My husband swore it was a coincidence. I had tried to ignore my feelings about him suddenly wanting a tattoo, but he eventually admitted they have been having an affair for the last 2 years. I was so shocked. I was not even thinking about the ivy, but my husband said that Lily had a baby she named Ivy, and he got the tattoo a few months after the birth.
It's his baby, isn't it?
He begged me not to get a divorce, but I can't forgive this. We have to be separated for a year before we get divorced. Our daughter is turning 18 next month. There will be no child support ordered for either of us to pay by the time we are divorced. The divorce should not be complicated. We both work, so the attorney I consulted said there will not be spousal support ordered for either of us, and our assets will be divided. A part of me is still in shock. He wants to go to counseling, but I can't. We've been married for 19 years, and I let him convince me my feelings about his tattoo were wrong. I never thought I would be 43 and getting a divorce, but here I am.
Hey, what?
Holy
First
shit,
of all,
girl.
I'm really sad for her, first of all. Second of all, are you stupid? Why would you get a tattoo? If you're gonna have an affair and you're gonna try to hide it, you're gonna literally like brand yourself with a scarlet letter.
That's literally what it is.
Like, you literally got a tattoo representing the person you're sleeping with and their child.
Sir.
That may or may not be. I bet, are there comments? Because I already know. What did it say where the tattoo is?
Over his left chest.
Oh, so his heart.
His heart.
Oh, cute. That's like the quote that my dad would always say, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
I love that.
Now you're going through a divorce.
Dude, yeah. There's no comments from OP yet. And this was it's only a day old. So we're really getting into this on like the fresh early end of it.
I also wonder if they not that I'm going to out the state they live in, but I know in a specific state, like you have to be legally separated for a year before you can officially file for divorce.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really dangerous dated law.
It is actually very dangerous when you think about abuse.
No, it is. And it's just like the fact that, number one, she just found out that her husband of 19 years has been cheating on her. And then she has to stick around and wait for this whole process of just separating for a year just to make sure you're sure, I guess. I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, there's certain states, and I know there's other countries that abide by that as well. And it's very unfortunate. I don't get it. I think it's bullshit. I think it's dated. Some people might change their mind, but like it's just as easy to get remarried then.
Am I in the wrong for telling a doctor to shut up on a turbulent flight? I-30 male was on a flight from Atlanta to LAX last night. Packed flight, everyone was just trying to get some sleep. About 2 hours in, the lights come on and an announcement crackles through the intercom. Turbulence ahead, fasten seatbelts. Pretty standard stuff. Then, all hell breaks loose. This woman, maybe late 40s, impeccably dressed, starts freaking out, screaming about air pockets, demanding to speak to the pilot, the whole 9 yards. Flight attendant, super patient lady, bless her, tries to calm her down. Explains it's standard procedure, turbulence is normal. Nope, not having it. This lady, who we'll name Jane, throws a fit. Not the screeching, nails on a chalkboard kind, but a cold steel fury. She accuses the flight attendant of lying, of putting everyone in danger, and demands to be deplaned immediately. Flight attendant says that that's not possible mid-flight, and Jane launches into this whole spiel about how she's a doctor, pulls out an ID to prove it, and if something happens, it's on the airline. Now the rest of the plane is awake. People are grumbling, some looking scared, a baby starts crying. Flight attendant is trying to reason with Jane, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Finally, I just lose it. I yell out, probably a little too loudly, "Look, lady, we all get turbulence. It's not a 5-star resort, but it's safe. Sit down and shut up before you get yourself arrested." Everyone stares at me. Jane spins around, eyes blazing, and starts in on me about disrespecting a medical professional. I fire back that a real doctor wouldn't be causing a scene and freaking everyone out. The flight attendant dives in, trying to mediate, but the damage is done. We hit some turbulence, not terrible, but enough to jostle the plane. Jane freaks again, and some people start getting panicky. I feel awful. Maybe I made things worse. The flight attendant gives me a look that could curdle milk, but then steers Jane away to talk to her privately. By the time we land, things are calmer, but the tension is thick. Jane gives me a withering look as she disembarks, and a few people mutter things underneath their breath. So, am I in the wrong? Did I just escalate a bad situation, or was I right to shut down a meltdown that was putting other passengers on edge? I'm honestly not sure. Am I in the wrong for humiliating my daughter for making her tell her relatives that she isn't graduating and paying me back for all the rental stuff? My daughter was supposed to graduate college this semester. We've been talking about her graduation party for basically 7 months. What she wanted to do and who to invite. We have already sent out the invites and multiple relatives have booked flights to come. The issue is, my daughter isn't graduating. She lied to everyone for at least 4 months. She failed the class that she needed to graduate last semester and didn't inform anyone. She told us this yesterday. The party is in about a month. Everything has been paid for already. So I informed her that she needs to call all of her relatives and explain the situation. If they can't get a refund for their flights, I expect her to offer to pay them back. I also informed her that she needs to pay back the rental price since I can't get a refund for some stuff. This resulted in a huge argument and she's calling me a jerk for humiliating her. I explained that this is her fault and if she informed us months ago, this wouldn't be happening. My husband thinks that I'm being a bit harsh but is sticking with me. She knew she failed the class by break the first week of December. She had all December, January, February, and this March to inform us and didn't. She continues to plan with us for the graduation party and never informed us that she wasn't graduating. It was a core class offered once a year. She'll need to take it in the fall. She knew she wasn't graduating. The school isn't letting her walk. She'll have to walk at the December one. Multiple people are asking what I would have done if she informed me. I would have moved the party and helped her figure out how to make the best out of the extra semester. Probably would have looked into if she could add a quick minor, but can't do that now since most of the summer classes have been filled. So, am I in the wrong?
Am I wrong for not letting my kids use the bathroom and leaving Easter early? I had a baby the week before Easter. The plan had been to go to my in-laws, and for some context, we live 30 minutes away from them. They have a large family, but a small house with only 2 bathrooms. My father-in-law found 5 feral kittens, brought them home, and put them in the second bathroom. The kittens were not friendly, covered in fleas, and the room was covered in urine and feces, but we were still expected to use the bathroom, specifically the kids. I was in a room nursing when my daughter 4, Ella, came in crying because mother-in-law forced her to go into the cat bathroom and it stunk so bad she ran out. I put my newborn in her wearer and escorted her to the normal bathroom. My mother-in-law saw me waiting by the door and told me, "Take Ella to the other bathroom. This one is for adults." I responded that I wouldn't, and because of my newborn, my kids were not allowed to use the cat bathroom. And of course she tried to argue.